just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Now an opening past the 30.
Calvin Austin. That's how you do it. That's how you set the tone for the game.
And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start than returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the... Oh, no. Right.
Oh, my gosh.
And when we talk about
You on the road.
trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
Right to the air, it's Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second down, it's Fields.
Yo. Why are they coming in free? I understand my O-line. What?
Some rhythm, both run and pass, and settle everybody in. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say that opening script plan has not gone according to plan.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields.
Oh my gosh. Is my O-line really that bad?
We're still here in the first quarter.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
There we go.
Incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. That's the first grab of the game for the man.
That free safety play.
From the shotgun, it's Fields.
He was there, which is the crazy part.
Now they are in
Should have kept
business.
going. I was sad they were picked.
They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down. Fields to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown Steelers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Boswell.
GP got 8 in 6 games.
Steelers move further out in front.
That's
It is
great.
now 17-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
There we go, Trice.
It's a good read defensively and interception. And the Steelers are going to have they'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
There we go, Trice.
In this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a
Oh,
turnover and
Minka's
make a play.
breakout is
Get
not
off
just
the field.
those
That's
stats.
exactly what
If
this
it's
defense
yards,
takes a
too,
chance
then
bets
that'd
on
be
himself
crazy.
and comes away with
I
a pick
doubt it.
to save them some points.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now, Fields. The pressure gets
I
there.
genuinely want to know what is going on. Like, why do they just keep coming in free?
Ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now for Fields. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 17-0, the early score. And we're 3rd and long. Fields. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 40. Here we go. West right here. Throwing is Fields. He finds Wilson coming across the field. And he will go all the way. Robin Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And this will work out quite well. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. That one good for 13. Good for a Raider 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw again. Checking it down, this one is caught. Yeah! And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Raider 1st down. In motion is Myers. Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And the Raiders are likely going to be set up for the 1st and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. No one open. He'll drop it to a
guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one.
Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Watkins motioning over. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's
Good job, first.
now a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Watkins motioning over. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10.
Dog. Your route one is terrible. You're never getting open.
Of his passes, so
And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive.
a lot of different spots, and right now it just looks
Man,
to be a
blitzes with that
breakdown in
OP.
protection, and they have no answer on how to stop it.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 43-yard line.
Mid blitzes with that OP.
In motion is Myers. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a man wide open. It's Myers. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
The Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is all. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. The first half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end.
There we go, D-Jack.
Every blade of grass and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to the running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Damn, that's a good punt.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fields.
Oh my God, like, I'm genuinely confused. Why does that keep coming in free? Even if I block an extra guy. Like,
Give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. That is a big... Fields now to throw on first down. And they're gonna
He's mic'd up. He still comes through. I don't get it.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a
Lead. Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
God.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year.
Next to score, Steelers 31, Raiders 9. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And 1st and 10 now from the 36. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Spark is just this entire game. Their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores.
He's throwing it to me. Oh my gosh.
Plays, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And they will bring
What
it
the
down.
hell?
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watkins motioning over. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man. Downfield. It is Adam.
Getting the break,
5-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
He don't run the ball either, so it's not even like I've heard got TFLs.
They'll look to throw again. That's a short one.
Everything is going away from Minka.
Second
There's
and
not
a
a
yard.
single thing I've ever done to get Minka's breakout, other
They'll
than,
look to
I
throw
guess,
yet again. They go right back to Bowers.
just
He's
a
got it
couple
again.
doesn't run the ball, so there's no TFLs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it... They'll look to throw.
There we go, PW.
Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go. On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, they leave Pickens all alone. It's complete. Don't jump, ready?
I don't know that we blitz me.
Play action now for Fields.
soon as you leave it, throw it to the other one.
He'll get rid of it. And 9 yards on this one. 1st and 10.
All right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Laying out, and he made the catch. Standing. That one good for a 1st down. Here's Fields. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And the Steelers. They'll run with Harris. He's going to lose yardage.
1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss,
Try to
2nd and long, you
round,
could really
but it's
become
not
more of
there.
a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Get out, Fields. Get out.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense.
No.
Settling for too many
Jackson is
field
faster. He didn't make the tackle, though.
Look at him go! They're going to be...
It's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
They'll come out throwing here. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So now, faking the give. That one to the sideline is over every four grounded. They'll throw now 3rd and forever. So a good chunk of yardage there, but still well short of the 1st down. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Afternoon, good for a 1st down. To throw is Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. And they are able.
You have to generate explosive plays, and after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a screen set up for Harris.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead.
There we go, Jay Fields. MVP performance. There we go.
I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers,
No turnovers.
lead, it's just milk the clock and
Put up
get out
42.
but not this
So
stage. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And this will work out quite well.
No. I forgot on the big nickel.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now they'll send it out wide to Adam. But one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. He's going to get forward for about 5 yards. But this
How's that illegal? This game just be throwing out penalties. Because I was literally getting blocked.
Here we go. One final play.
There we go, TJ Watt.
Pass rush gets home and he goes down. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort.
We didn't lose last week. What are they talking about? The Madden announcer
So
just
that'll
was
just
saying
about do
anything.
it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Three kills. 18 for 24, 425, 75 completion percentage. Najee, you're getting no touches, but I'm sorry. That's just how I play. I don't win the ball. A lethal duo going for 150 each. Zach Frazier got a pancake. Okay, we did get sacks. TFL. Any forced fumbles? We got forced from Jeremiah Moore.